Come on, quad growth. So my next favorite exercise is, what's up y'all? Happy Tuesday. Today is December the 30th, 2025, and we are days away from 2026. Y'all, I'm so excited. But what I wanted to make sure that I did was close out 2025 on a high note. So we are working out today. We are going heavy quad work today with a little bit of glutes because I feel a little glutey, and I think a little bit of shoulders, y'all, because I'm falling in love with doing shoulders in the gym. So I think we'll start on the Stairmaster, and then we'll catch up on the Stairmaster, and then we're going straight into it because this is all quads. We're killing our quads today because I am looking forward to growing my quads on a new level in 2026. So I'm going to start now. Why wait for a new year, new me? Y'all know I say, like, it's a new year, but it's still the same us because we still grinding. So let's go and get on the Stairmaster so we can get to it, because y'all already know it is 4 o'clock. I have not eaten yet today, and although I feel okay, we a little shredded a little bit. I mean, it's kind of a light shred, but I'm hungry and I want to eat all the food. So, and I really want to make it worth my while to get in the workout and reward myself for an amazing workout also. So
yeah. Hey. Okay. Hey. I got my brothers and my fam standing next to me. I'll go to war for what I love until the death of me. You quitting in the first is not a threat to me, because what break me is what makes me, it's my destiny. I know we heard it all before, but let me give it to you straight. When you're back against the wall, you just step up to the plate. Who to call, who gon' fall, don't be asking who to blame. Go insane, hey, since I lit.
y'all, we are over 16 minutes in, and I realize why the Stairmaster kills me and increases my appetite, because my heart rate ranges from 173 to 183 when I'm doing this, and I'm at an 11 incline. I'm getting a good amount of cardio, and hold on, oh my god, hold on, I don't know why I'm still on here. I said I was only gonna do 15 minutes, but all right, I'll probably do another 3 minutes. Since we're at 17 minutes, I want to get a full 20 in.
Flame, I ain't scared to burn away. Burn away. Since I lit the flame, I ain't scared to burn away. Leave a trail behind, leave a rail behind. Snails getting.
Sometimes you just gotta have fun with the exercise just so you can get through it. 'Cause I only have a few seconds left, but oh my gosh, look here, I got tripping up. But at 11, and my heart rate is almost 180 on average, yeah, I gotta push or breathe or not collapse, all of the things. I'd feel a little drained from the Stairmaster, and it was only 20 minutes, so it shouldn't have been crazy. I always hesitate to do quads because of the knee flexion. When I do glutes, I'm able to hinge back, and then I don't put a lot of pressure on my knees. But because when you're working on quads in certain movements, you need to flex your knee so that it's a little above the ankle. You really feel the muscles working around the knee. And I want to preserve my knees as long as possible. The longevity of my knees are so important. I want to make sure that when I do work on quads, I am focusing on form and not necessarily weight. So time under tension and correct form will garner us far better results than any
super heavy weight will, because when you start going heavy weight, a lot of times your other muscle groups will take over, and we don't want that. So we're gonna start on the pendulum squat. And the reason why I'm starting here is because the last time I did this exercise, y'all, it was really, really heavy. So I'm gonna see how I feel today, and we're gonna start with just the weight of the bar. So I'm gonna take this weight off, and we're gonna see how it feels, and also we're gonna focus on form before we add any weight. My knees feel like they're running away from me because I already know that I'm going to have to position myself in a way that it's not glute focused. And for that to happen, I'm going to have my feet a little lower than I would. So if it was glutes, I would raise my feet a little higher so that I could really feel it in my lower glute area. But because we're working quads, we want to go a little lower. For me, I noticed that my back can arch, like curve in a C, but once I roll my hips a little more forward to flatten my back, I feel it even more in my quads. But I felt good. So we're gonna throw the 25-pound weight on it and see if we can keep the same form. Okay, y'all, let's go deep. It's all about hitting these deeper squats so that we can really focus on the quads. It doesn't feel bad, but I noticed that I really have to concentrate on making sure my back is flat to the bench. Otherwise, I start to feel a lot in my knees. So that 1 to 2 second hold at the bottom aids in that quad stimulus, because I'm not just using momentum to push myself, but I'm actually having to power through, actually using my glutes and my quads. We got a little bit of a pump. So my favorite quad exercise is the leg extension machine, because I don't feel the pressure on my knees like I do if I were on the pendulum squat or unilateral movements. We're gonna start slow on this one. Let's see. Yeah, I'm gonna place it on 1 just so I get the biggest stretch of the quad. I'm gonna start really low in weight. So I think we're at 90. This will just be the warm-up set. The thing about this exercise is you want to make sure that you're getting the full stretch. So you want to make sure that you're lowering all the way at the bottom and bringing it all the way up at the top. This is time under tension. So you don't necessarily have to go heavy to get crazy results. Y'all, that was just the warm-up set and my quads are already on fire. So we're gonna do that again. Normally after a warm-up set, my muscles are like, oh, okay, I know what you want us to do. I'm going to hit that warm up again. Walking is gonna be a concern tomorrow. So now we're gonna go to the working set. I'm gonna take it up to 130 and really pace myself on the tempo. The other thing that I love about doing exercises for a certain muscle group, although I'm focusing on that muscle, for some reason my abs end up engaging so much more that it's almost as if I'm doing crunches while I'm working on other muscle groups. So I get a little more definition in my core while I'm focusing on my quads, my glutes, my arms. My core is always engaged to the point where it ends up feeling like I have six-pack abs, which sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. But when I focus on slow and control in a movement, my abs are doing a ton of work. Quads are done, y'all. Oh. With unilateral movements, I can really train to failure because when I pull, I am very left leg dominant and sometimes the right trails behind. And it tries as hard as it can to be as flexible, but just all my life, this is what I do. When I'm laying in bed, whenever I can, this is what I do. So it's gotten better, a lot better on the right, but only when you're making sure that you're focusing on training each muscle group separately. That's when you'll get the biggest gains, and to make sure that your balance and your strength is balanced on both sides. I'm gonna do 40 pounds and I'm gonna start with the right leg because I like to start with the leg that is the weaker one. And in this exercise, this is the weaker leg. In some other exercises, the left is the weaker leg, but I'm gonna start with the right on this one. Come on, quad growth. So my quads are throbbing from those other exercises. So we're gonna move on because my battery's gonna die soon and I don't wanna lose you. So the next exercise we're moving on to are heel elevated squats. So I'm gonna use the bar instead of a dumbbell just because we're in this area and I just did some pull-ups. So I wanna continue the exercise here. So I'm just going to elevate my heels a bit and then I'm going down. 1, 2, 3. We're starting with 25-pound weight just to get the feel of it.
We get deep, we get deep, you know we get deep.
to slow it down the next set because I really feel it in my glutes. I don't know how I've become so glute dominant, but I feel a lot more engagement in my glute max than I do in my quads. So I'm gonna reposition and check my form, and I'm gonna do it again. I'm also gonna keep the weight at 25 pounds until I truly master the form of engaging my quads and not my glutes.
We get deep, we get deep, you know we get deep. We get deep, we get deep, you know we get deep. We get deep.
Push the plates in a little bit more so I can get more of a up and down movement instead of a hinge back. Let's try this one more time. For me, for growing my quads in 2026, I'm going to have to really focus on time under tension and not so much weight, because my glutes take over immediately and then I don't feel it in my quads. Body weight exercises for me work so much better for quads, like holding pulse squats and pulse lunges. So much better for my quads, and that's what I learned about myself. Before going to the gym, I would do pulses and not do any weights, and my quads had definition. So I may have to start there and go back there, but I love what I'm learning, because in 2026 there's a certain look that I have for my body that I'd love to reach, and right now this is only the beginning. We did 3 or 4 exercises, and then I'm going to show you we didn't do lunge pulses, but I think I'll save that for the next quad day, just because I'm underfed. You want to make sure that you're eating enough calories and carbs around your workouts so that you can really fuel your workouts. So stretching is my most favorite thing to do. It takes little to no effort, and you can do it whenever, wherever. It doesn't cost you a thing but time. So I absolutely love stretching. And because my quads have done most of the work today with a little bit of glute work, I want to make sure that I am stretching my quads, because the last thing I want to do is lose my flexibility in my splits or my back bends. So, and most of this is hamstring when I am in my splits, but I notice that my hip flexors get really tight when I work on lower body. So I have to make sure that I'm really putting effort into my stretches after my workouts, especially when I'm nice and warmed up. And then also too, I don't necessarily always do passive stretching. I do a lot of dynamic stretching as well, to make sure that the muscle groups, the more finer muscle groups to really hit your flexibility, is remaining strong as well. So hungry, I cannot wait to eat, and I have veggies and fish and actually ground turkey waiting for me at home, as well as a cute little cotton ball furry guy named Marley. And the quads are definitely cooked today. That time of detention makes a huge difference. Thank you guys so much for joining me in this workout. Please like, share, and subscribe, and I guess I will see you in the next workout. Bye guys.